everybody, it's Brenda. How are you all doing today? Well, actually, it's evening. I'm way behind schedule today, but I at least wanted to give you guys the base to this little folio that we'll be doing today. And eventually, it probably won't be tonight, but eventually I will be covering this with one of Rachel's Easter collections here, digital. And probably won't get through that tonight, but I at least wanted to give you the base to work with in case you want to go ahead and make a couple. So I have a regular file folder here, and I hope you all are doing well. I don't know if I said that, but yes, I have a regular file folder here, and I have one with the tab at the top on one end. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure it probably will work with other tabs in different places, but I'm not sure. I always grab this, and I'll show you why. So the first thing we need to do is take our file folder, the tab at the top on the left. Sorry, I have a Band-Aid on and it's bugging me. I opened a bag of sugar earlier today and got a paper cut. So yeah, oh, I hate those paper cuts. They are absolutely painful. But anyway, I've got one of Alora's little Band-Aids, crayon Band-Aids on, and it just feels like it's coming off. Anyway, have your folder open like this. Okay, we are going to take this end here. Am I on screen? And we are going to fold it up to the fold line here, the seam, but not quite to it. We don't want to go over it. I can't see well at all. I need my bone folder. Take your bone folder and fold that right down. Okay, so we have that. Now we just want to flip it over, and at the regular seam, we are going to fold it right over on itself. Bone fold that down. Then we are going to flip it back, and I'm going to turn it towards me now, and we are going to fold this last panel right on itself. Right, I think what I'm going to do is fold it right up to the line so it's even as possible. Oops, at the bottom, and that just went uneven on me. So I try to do this without any scoring or anything, but it can be a little hard to do. Okay, so this is what you have, and this is what you end up with. Okay, so if you have that, you know it's folded correctly. So now what we're going to do is have the middle. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, okay? We have 2 middle panels. We need to take our ruler, and we need to measure from the bottom of the panel up to 6 inches. And I'm going to make a little mark at the 6. My pencil is horrid. So we're going to go to the next panel and do the exact same thing. Make a little mark at the 6-inch line. And then what I like to do is just go ahead and draw a line right straight across from line to line. because I am horrible at cutting straight. So you have 6 inches, 6 inches, draw a line straight across, unless you think you can cut straight, which is not my forte. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to cut up to this line that we drew, okay? And I'm going to cut on both sides of this fold line. So basically we're cutting this fold line right out. So I'm going to cut on the one side. It is very, very dark in here today. I'm going to go ahead and cut on the opposite side. And take that right out. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Very, very shadowy evening here. Right up to the line, and then just go right ahead and cut the other side. Whoops. As straight as you can. I have to concentrate when I do this because I'm a very crooked cutter. And I'll probably have to trim that when I get started here. Okay, now we are going to turn, and on our draw line, we are going to cut right straight across. And there you have our base. Don't get rid of this. We will be using this later on, so keep that. So now you have this, and we have this big hole down at the bottom. So on this side here, we want to fold up even to the cut where we cut, as even as you can. I mean, it might not be perfect, but that's okay. Now on this side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go all the way up to where it is. Let's see where I'm going to just go ahead and trim this because I know I'm going to have to. It's a pretty bad cut job, so I'm going to just trim this right down before I even fold it up. There we go. Now I can fold up and burnish right down with my bone folder. So now when we put this together, we have that, we have this, and we have this little folio that has a tuck spot. This will be a pocket once we close it. And then we have another tuck spot, but you know, they all have to be glued down is what I'm trying to say. But first, before we do that, what I want to do is the bit that is sticking up here, I am going to go right across and cut that even with the top. So cut that right off, whichever way is easiest for you. And there's a little hard part right there. Let's see if I can get it from this angle. A little stubborn piece right there. So that is what we end up with, and I'm going to try to get this folded just a little bit more even. Probably won't, because all file folders are not really made to, you know, even up all over the place. So this is what you have, okay? And you have the pocket. But what I do with mine is I have mine like this. I take this end and fold it over, and then fold the pocket back. That is how I want mine. You want me to do that again? Okay. It's in the middle, okay? I fold the pocket towards the left, and then I take the right and fold it to the front like so. So when we have that, we have our tuck, we have our other tuck, and in the very back we have our pocket. That is how I like mine. And then this is towards the front, this tab, which is where I wanted it. I hope that makes sense to y'all. So we're going to have this closure here. We're going to have this closure here, this tuck, okay? But we need to close this pocket in. So I am going to use my tacky glue, and I'm going to unstick it. All my glues are an absolute mess. I have to take some time and just get my glues all cleaned up. So I am going down the one side of the middle two panels. Then I am going over at the bottom. And then I am going to close this right up, and hopefully that will glue down. Got lots of glue, like I always do. Is it not sticking? I didn't have the glue very, you know, I didn't put it inside very much, so it might not be sticking. And the bottom looks like it's sticking down there. Now don't worry about any of these things that you see, because they will all be covered. And I have to go, let's see. I think I want this as a side tuck here, so I'm going to just glue right down the one side. I think I'll go down this side. That way maybe it will stick where I want it to, as opposed to the last one that we just did. And glue that right along there. Okay. And then this will open. And this one is needing one, I think this time Yeah, I will go on this side, on this one. So the opening will be on this side. And again, I'm going to do it on the flap that comes down. And close that up evenly. This will probably make more sense as we go to decorate. And that's our pocket right here. So I am going to just make a little thumb notch in our pocket because I want to make sure that I know it is our pocket. There we go. So we have this page. With our tuck, and we have this page with our tuck, and we have our little tab right here, which I'm thinking I want a eyelet right here, and then maybe something hanging right there. So that is our base, guys. Next time I am going to have my papers all maybe cut down to size, and whatever size my panel is, I will probably cut my paper like a 1/4 inch smaller, because I like to have the frame around, and I will go ahead and distress all of the folio before the next video, so we'll be that much ahead, and then we can decorate. Now, this piece here, we don't want to get rid of this, and what I normally do for this is I would probably, well, first I'm going to trim it even because it's very much crooked. So I'm going to trim it, even it up as best as possible. And I am going to use my 1/2 inch and round the corners like so. And if we're lucky, when we go to our pocket, and I'm not so lucky, so I probably will have to trim this down. So basically what we want is this to fit in here. So I'm going to have to trim it down, like, I don't know, maybe I want it to slide in and out kind of easy. So let's try right about there and see if that will fit. Make sure you measure this before, make sure it fits in your pocket before we start decorating and everything. I have made mistakes like that before, where I have decorated and then it doesn't fit in my pocket. So let's try this again. Well, let's see if it fits before I even do anything with it, because I might have to trim it a little bit more. Yeah. I'm just going to trim a little smidgen off again. See if that might do the trick. There we go. that slides in perfect. So now I'm going to round my corners like so. And just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to see if it fits, and it does. Now, you might want to also, because that's as far down as it goes, so you might also want to cut off some of the bottom. How long is this? This is 6 inches. This is 5.5. So if I cut this down, I don't want it to stick up. Was that as far down as it would go? Yep, it is. Yeah, I want it a little bit shorter. The glue is still wet. Okay, so this is 6 inches, so I'm going to cut it down to about 5.5. Okay, now let's check it and see what we got here. Now, you guys, if you liked it sticking up a little further, that's fine. That's just right for me. About like that. I keep getting it stuck on the bottom. But yeah, see, that's fine for me. Okay. So we will be using this, and we will be doing something with this. So make sure you keep that part too. And the next time I will have my papers already, and I will have my all distressed and cut out for my panels. So guys, I'm sorry it was like you know, quick and simple and hurry up video tonight, but it is getting late and I had a full day. I'll make sure I'm on screen, and the next time we will decorate together, and hopefully you will be up as far as this, and then we can do the rest together on the next video. So thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Thank you for all your comments and your subscribing and your well wishers and your support for my husband, who is you know, still doing the daubers, the hand-turned ink daubers. So thank you for supporting him, being a disabled vet, and I will all bless you all. Hopefully you'll have a safe, healthy rest of the week, and I will see you again in the next video. So guys, have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.